You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us. I'm Ken Bufa. The man who drove off a North Fork cliff after a police chase has been indicted on 15 counts. Roger Foster was in a hospital gown and neck brace when he wheeled into court today. The new indictment includes unlawful fleeing from police officers, reckless driving, and aggravated harassment, among other charges. The Florida man took Southold cops on a 45-minute high-speed chase earlier this month before plunging his car into the Long Island Sound. And investigators say no gas was the reason a small plane crash landed on the Southern State Parkway. Here's video of the crash from February. Now, the National Transportation Safety Board says it happened because of the students' lack of fuel management and the flight instructor not noticing the bad lack of fuel management. The plane left Republic Airport that morning without getting its tank topped off. The plane landed near Route 109 in East Farmingdale. And Suffolk Police held a press conference today highlighting victims in unsolved cases. Steve Langford shows us some of the families impacted.
Who would shoot and kill a young father outside his home in Ronkonkoma just as he was about to take his son to school? A targeted killing, police believe, but leads in the 2022 crime have gone cold.
The 31-year-old resident of 385 Wildwood had started his car, went back into the house, came back to his car, and a number of shots were fired at him and at his car and at the house.
At the end of April, it will be exactly 2 years since Terry Long's unsolved killing.
Today we're releasing crime scene photos for the first time of a gray BMW, a four-door sedan, in hopes that someone has information about the people involved.
As part of National Crime Victims' Rights Week, Suffolk County Police are renewing their appeal for assistance from the public. So is Terry Long's mother.
If anybody knows anything, please say something. My grandkids are suffering really bad because their dad is not here with them anymore.
Teresa Sexton, with her son's child she now cares for. 7-year-old Kyrie Long wants to say something too.
I want somebody to step up and find the person that shot him.
The image of the suspect's vehicle not clear enough to yield a license plate number or even the state. There is now a reward of up to $5,000 from Crime Stoppers for information leading to an arrest in the killing of Terry Long, who leaves behind 2 young sons.
If you have a heart, please do the right thing and help them bring the people to justice.
To warm up a cold case to comfort the hearts of a grieving family. Steve Langford for Newsday TV.
And with a tweet, George Santos is out of the congressional race. He says, in part, I have decided to withdraw from my independent run for New York 1. Santos was running independently for New York's 1st District. He was voted out of Congress after he was accused of money laundering, fraudulent fundraising, and other crimes. He went on to say, quote, "It's only goodbye for now. I'll be back." And a tabloid publisher was the first witness to take the stand in Donald Trump's hush money trial. David Pecker shared how he helped hide stories that could harm Trump's 2016 election bid. He says the National Enquirer paid Trump Tower doorman $30 grand for the rights to a rumor about the former president. Trump is accused of falsifying business records for his alleged role in hush money payments to adult film star Stormy Daniels. If convicted, he faces up to 4 years in prison on each of the 34 counts against him. And have you noticed gas prices creeping up? Because they are. AAA says they've gone up about 30 cents per gallon since last month. Gas prices tend to get higher this time of year, mind you, but drivers are still paying less than they did for gas last year. May not feel that way.
Newsday Sports is brought to you by King O'Rourke Automotive Group.
What a wild game. The Knicks scored a big comeback victory against the Sixers. Newsday's Knicks beat reporter Steve Popper takes a look.
The Knicks with a wild, wild win here at Madison Square Garden. Take a 2-0 lead in the series, and I'm not sure I can even explain to you how it happened. Left for dead, really down 5, 27 seconds left. Jalen Brunson can't make a shot all night, really, in the series so far. Comes up with a bounces in a 3-pointer, a steal, another 3-pointer. and suddenly this is a win and it's a 2-0 lead. I guess the good you take out of this is that you're up 2-0. You haven't gotten the Jalen Brunson game yet. You had an 8 for 26 game in game 1, 8 for 29 shooting tonight. But they've had the ability to survive thanks to other guys picking up the pieces. Josh Hart, 19 points in the first half today, played all 48 minutes in the game. Dante DiVincenzo, who was on the bench in the fourth quarter in game 1, comes up with the huge shot at the end here, 19 points. And they just seem to get something from a little bit of something from everyone. After the game was over, I think they couldn't really describe what happened either. I'm not sure the people who are out on 7th and 8th Avenue can describe what they saw. I do know this, Joel Embiid said after the game that he felt we should be up 2-0 and we're the better team, so he's confident. So we'll see. The series now shifts to Philadelphia for game 3 on Thursday. I would think some rest for Josh Hart and the team until then, and we'll see where we go from there. This is Steve Popper for Newsday.
Now to read more about the Knicks, go to Newsday.com, click Get More, well, the Newsday TV video box. Only in Newsday, a Long Island boy with autism is using a popular toy to express himself. Virginia Huey shares how.
Wings. I think they go right here.
When it comes to Lego, the sky's the limit for 8-year-old Luke Harmon of East Setauket.
It's really cool to see how far I've gotten.
From planes, trains, and automobiles, as well as some notable landmarks, Luke's passion for turning Lego bricks into sculptures fills the shelves and tables of his home.
Lego is definitely is taking over, and I will say there's no other pain in the world than stepping on a Lego at night when I'm getting ready to go to bed, when I'm barefoot. But it's all worth it because he loves it.
Father and son are gearing up to share their passion for Lego by hosting Luke's Lego Camp this summer. The project has special meaning for the Harmon family because Lego turned Luke's life around.
When Luke was 3 years old, he was diagnosed with autism, specifically Asperger's under the autism spectrum. And he was reserved, he was quiet, he didn't know how to communicate.
But Dennis says Luke came out of his shell when he received his first Lego set.
When he opened it up and he put it together, and he's 3 years old, but he can't have a great conversation, or he's putting his clothes on backwards, but then throws this Lego together in 2 minutes. You're like, whoa, what happened?
Studies have shown the structured and repetitive nature of building with Lego can be calming and comforting for some autistic children. Dennis says Lego has given Luke a voice, and it's his way to connect with the world.
We definitely talk more, and he is able to socialize when he's talking about something that he's comfortable with.
Luke says Lego has taught him a lot about overcoming challenges.
Whatever you do, try your best to look around. If you have a missing piece, never give up until you find it.
Luke and his dad are hoping other children will find joy in learning with Lego. The first summer session of Luke's Lego Camp is June 19th. Children of different abilities are welcome.
It's great because it provides an opportunity with kids with special needs to communicate with kids without special needs, and they're able to work together on a common goal.
The building blocks for fostering awareness and inclusion. For Newsday TV, I'm Virginia Huey.
Now to read more about this story, go to Newsday.com, click Get More, well, the Newsday TV video box. All right, now let's take a look at your somewhat wet Long Island weather. I'll show you what I'm talking about here. So tonight, mostly cloudy skies, and tomorrow we do have some clouds in the morning, but we also may be seeing some rain. So taking a closer look at tomorrow, you can see clouds all day. We do have those isolated thunderstorms for around 3 p.m. And taking a look at the 7-day forecast, you can see that it's not going to last very long because throughout the week, it seems as if we will stay dry.
Long Island weather is brought to you by Fire Island Ferries.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us.